Hey, what's up guys, you got Dom back again, bringing another Pokemon Showdown live, and today we're going to be featuring Alolan Exeggutor, and we've got a Specs Exeggutor set with Earthquake, which 247 attack makes Earthquake hit pretty hard for like switch-ins of the Alolan Marowak, Heatran, yada yada yada. Celesteela here is going to have Heavy Slam, Flamethrower, Leech Seed, Protect, and be a mixed defense. Spadef, Marowak, you know, that's literally on every team. We've got Donphan as well with Rapid Spin, Sturdy, Earthquake, Knockoff, Ice Shard, Rapid Spin. Zygarde is going to be the Sub-Coil set, and then we've got a Zard Y. So this is going to be a pretty fun team. Testing it out, it worked pretty well. We're pretty weak to Tapu Koko once Marowak goes down, and as well as just pretty much any electric type because they all have ice and electric coverage, as well as Genesect. So we're going to have to play pretty carefully with these teams coming up. Tapu Lele is going to be a big problem too, just because the only thing on our team that outspeeds it is going to be our Zard. It's a very slow team, but it's pretty bulky, but I think we should be able to manage. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to lead off with Charizard because I'm expecting him to lead Lando and that be his rock setters. He actually leads off with his Metagross. I don't think he'd have Thunder Punch, although he might, but I'm still just going to go hard for a Fire Blast because I really need to get some like clean damage off immediately against this guy. As he goes for the Zen Headbutt, please do not flinch me. As we actually hit the Fire Blast and we get rid of Metagross early. Beautiful. By no means use this team. Do not use this team. It is not good. It's just it's fun. Like, the meta's so stale that I kind of just have to use like gimmicky, like fun stuff. So I'm enjoying using it so far. But again, like I said, it is not the best team. So the way he brought this in, I'm expecting it to be Scarfed. So I'm going to bring in my Donphan. He goes for a Psychic, and that was probably Specs damage just based on how much that did to me. We can't even go for Ice Shard. I need to keep this for the Landorus and getting rid of rocks later. So I'm going to go into Celesteela from here, just because he is definitely choiced in some way. And I'm really leaning towards that being Scarf or Specs damage. We can go for the Leech Seed here though. I think should be fine. As he brings in his Landorus and he's going to get his rocks up. And I'm gonna go hard into Zard from here, and I'll also get a little bit of HP back as well with the Leech Seed being up. If he goes for the Stone Edge, good play on his part as he gets his rocks up. So this is another free Fire Blast for me. I just have to hit it. Unfortunately, the sun goes away this turn, but still, a Fire Blast from a Charizard Y is not anything to play around with. He can just go into his that thing if he really wants to. He's gonna be able to. He's gonna stay in actually. Goes for the U-turn and he survives that. There's the Tapu Lele. Again, I'm just going to go for a Fire Blast. So he's Scarfed. I guess Tapu Lele is just freaking strong, dude. Crap, I really needed that to stay alive too. Let's see, what do? We can bring out Celesteela again. And I'm just going to go for a Flamethrower this time. Expecting the Magnezone to come in. In fact, even a Leech Seed's probably still the best play, just because if he chooses going to Magnezone, then we can Protect Stall him a little bit, get a little bit more damage off. So we'll Protect here. Yeah, we protect here. If he Specs, then I don't think he'll knock us out in one hit, but he'll do a crap ton of damage to us. Actually, yeah, if he Specs, we get clean knocked out. What am I talking about? I'll just go for the Flamethrower here. Beautiful damage. We're gonna lose Celesteela, unfortunately, but unless we can get the double Protect, that would be beautiful. There's one Thunderbolt, and we'll go for the double Protect. Do we get it? No, we do not. So Celesteela is gonna go down, and Magnezone's gonna be put low. But now I can bring out my Marowak, and I can get my rocks up. That way, Landorus and Magnezone die upon re-entry. Unless he goes for the Defog, but that gets rid of our own rocks too, so like that's a worthy trade in my opinion. I also want to keep this for the Tapu Bulu. Since we lost Zard, we don't really have a great response to it. And now what I'll do is I think go into Zygarde, because he shouldn't be able to do anything to Zygarde, and in fact I can probably set up a sub on him. We'll probably just go for the Earthquake here. Yeah, that does just enough to break my sub, unfortunately. So what I have to do is go for the E-Speed here. He could go into Tapu Lele here. I'm going to actually go for a substitute just in case. There's the U-turn. Beautiful. So he goes into Tapu Bulu. Good play on his part. We don't really have too much we can do against this though, unfortunately. All I can really hope to do is just spam Coil, and hopefully he won't be doing enough to me to knock me clean out. If he has the he's faster than me, so he's probably banded. Yeah, he's probably banded. We're just gonna coil again. 418 defense. Yeah, we're pretty bulky, and we have grassy terrain plus leftovers. That's doing a lot of damage. Good lord. I wish I had passive recovery on this, man. So I think either I go for double E speed here, or I won't die to the next one. But I need to be low enough to where, like, whatever damage I get off on him is big damage, I guess. Because, again, I don't really have a good switch into this. Because rocks are still up, unfortunately, and I need to be able to get rid of them. So this isn't going to do very much, but it's the best damage I can do to him. 51% is not bad. It'll be like 60, yeah, 63 plus leftovers or grassy terrain. No, he's definitely banded. So what we're gonna do here is bring out Eggy. Yeah, there's no way we can clean this game up with just Marowak left. I don't know what I was thinking. We'll go for the flamethrower, I guess, is a pretty mid-ground play. He'll probably just sack off like Lando or something like that. He should. There's no reason for him to lose this if he doesn't have to. Well, let's see. Landorus goes down to rocks. Magneto goes down to rocks. But we still don't have a switch in the Tapu Lele, so that's actually going to be the reason we lose. Unless I can keep Exeggutor healthy for whatever reason. There's the sacking of Magnezone. Tapu Lele is most likely going to be coming out now. In which case, I'll probably have to sack my... Yep, there it is. I'll just sack Donphan because it's not going to really be able to get an opportunity to get any of these hazards away. So he goes for Moonblast, meaning I can bring in Marowak now. And again, he'll have to sack something. But yeah, we can't beat Tapu Lele. Between Psychic and Moonblast, there's no way for us to win. Alright, we're at 50%. He'll definitely just sack off his Landorus here. He has no reason not to, you know. He actually goes Tapu Fini. Interesting. We'll go for the Shadow Bone. Beautiful. Yeah, Tapu Fini wins as well. And then we'll just go for another Shadow Bone. He actually goes for Defog, meaning Landorus gets to stay alive, and he'll just have to go for a Surf here and knock us out. Gosh, man. We have nothing for Tapu Lele. Like, this team just has so many shared weaknesses. That's the biggest problem with it. We actually lived the Scald. Knock that out. Lando can come in, however. Earthquake us. Or Tapu Lele. There's the Moonblast, and this will definitely knock us out over here. But let's just fire off this Leaf Storm, see how much damage it does. In fact, I'm a Flamethrower just in case he decides to be a douche and go hard into like Tapu Bulu for whatever reason. Because we're definitely not living a Moonblast at all. Yep, that's gonna be GG. Alright, so we lost that first one. Trying to think what I could change on the team. Definitely having some speed would help. In fact, our own Tapu Lele would be pretty cool. I think maybe changing out Zygarde because it's not really doing anything. And Tapu Lele is just a really reliable revenge killer. Choice Scarf, Psychic, Outside Beam, Psychic. What? Oh, Psychic type, right? Thunderbolt, Moonblast, and I think Focus Blast over HP Fire would be more useful here. Actually, no. I like Hidden Power Fire. Because there's going to be that moment in time where I need it to be Hidden Power Fire and I'm going to regret it. Let's bump that up. And let's jump back into a battle and hope that that helps things out a little bit. Whew. Grass Dragon is really useful as a typing if you actually add bulk behind it. Just because, like, grass doesn't affect you, electric doesn't affect you very well, water doesn't affect you very well, fire is not super effective. It's just really cool. Here, Zard puts in a lot of work again. I think what I'm going to do is lead with Celesteela, though. Because I'm expecting him to lead off with crap, what's that thing called? Freaking Mamoswine. Yep, as he does, and I'm just gonna go right for a heavy slam, get a little bit of damage off. Well, yeah, he goes out into his own Celesteela. Hopefully we're fast enough that we can get off a leech seed at least, and then start spamming flamethrower, I guess. That way we can that way we'll be able to like 1v1, maybe not 1v1 him, but we'll be keeping him like in the same zone as us. So he's probably the Flame Charge Earthquake Heavy Slam set. I'm just gonna start spamming Flamethrower because I cannot let this thing set up in any way, shape, or form on me. Beautiful. Nice. So he's either a little bit more bulky or a little bit more offensive than me. I'm just gonna protect here to get a little bit more damage off. He probably has to switch out though, that's the thing. He actually chooses to stay in and go for Flamethrower again. So what I could do if I really wanted to is go into maybe Marowak now. He probably has Earthquake though, so I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower. We'll still be at a decent amount of health. Knock out Celesteela, get the leftovers, so we'll be pretty much at 50%. If he does choose to go out into Marowak, that's a fine play on his part because we don't really have a way to touch it. So he's seen our whole entire set, and Flare Blitz will definitely knock us out regardless of that defense boost. He goes into Tapu Fini, however, which is good, I guess. We'll just go for a Leech Seed. I don't know what he really wants to do. He could be the Taunt Stall Breaker. He is. Alright, that's fine. We're still getting recovery off, and he can't really do too much to touch us back. So I'm just going to go for a Heavy Slam real quick. Let's see how much base power it is. 120, yeah, for sure. I'll go for the Heavy Slam here. He goes for a Surf. And I can just start chipping away at this because, like, getting damage on Tapu Fini, it's kind of like Heatran in the sense that Heatran has really good typing, but it doesn't have recovery, so it can come in on a lot, but it gets whittled, and, like, pretty much all you have to do against Tapu Fini is the same thing. Just be aggressive and keep hitting it when you get the chance to, as long as it's not doing too much back to you. It's even easier, I'd say, than Heatran is, because Heatran has access to a lot more coverage moves, and it's a lot more, I guess, utility wise threatening and offensively threatening, because you have Magma Storm, Solar Beam, Flash Cannon, whatever hidden power you want to use on it. Excuse me, I'm very sick. It's getting real cold out in Virginia. I really would have liked to keep this for Latios, but we do have the Scarflele, so we should be fine. We do die to the next Surf though, and I don't see a reason to sack it if I don't need to. So what I'm gonna do is go out into Exeggutor is not a good idea. I might just have to let this go down. Let's protect. Alright, I guess it registered Heavy Slam the first time, but that's fine. We can bring in Zard now for free and get off our Mega Evolution and just go right for a Solar Beam. In fact, Fire Blast does the same as Solar Beam if I'm not mistaken. Or not the same here, but I'm pretty sure Fire Blast knocks it out. It also protects me in case he decides to go out into like Marowak or something like that. Would you let this go down like that? Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Fire Blast. We won't die to a Surf anyway because he's not super strong and he's going to be in the sun. And if he does go into Alolan Marowak, then we do have the Fire Blast boosted in the sun. Still, and Earthquake should be able to knock him out from there. So he chooses to stay in, and he is going to go down to the Fire Blast. Beautiful Charizard. Zardwire is still good. Still good. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. There's the Alolan Marowak. I'd have nothing to fear from you. I mean, I don't want to take a Shadow Bone, that's for sure, but I can just go right for this Earthquake. Not even a 2-hit KO, wow. And that did a crap ton of damage. Alright, I don't really have a reason to keep this at this point, actually, now that I'm looking at it, because Swine can just Ice Shard me, Latios can, is faster than me, Sharp can Sucker Punch me, and Marowak, you know, I just need damage off on Marowak. Nice. So now we'll bring in our, I think Donphan should be fine here. Or maybe our own Marowak. I'm just going to bring in Lele, though, because it's safe. And I'll go for the, I wonder if Moonblast will do enough. Hidden Power Fire, we'll just Moonblast. If Moonblast can't do 17% to a Marowak, then I don't know what can. I need to go back in the Team Builder and give it the full IVs and that. Nice, Marowak's gone. So now we can, in theory, spam Moonblast if we really want to. Memory Swine's going to come out, and it's probably going to just break our... it's probably sashed. Memory Swine just destroys me, good lord. Let's go into our Marowak, I want to say. Just because it doesn't have a good matchup against any of the other things. And now we can bring out Donphan, and we can at least break the sash so that Tapu Lele can pull off the late game sweep if it really wants to. And we'll go for the Earthquake, does the most damage, I guess. We are max attack adamant, yeah, max attack adamant. So he goes into Latios. I almost clicked knockoff, but we are Assault Vest, so we probably live a Draco Meteor. In all honesty, I would think we should live a Draco Meteor. 237 defense. That's like Urspedef. Isn't that as much as like Conkeldurr gets? And we have not as much HP, but close to the same amount. What kind of time are we looking at? We're at 1515 or 1551. So he goes for the Psyshock. Interesting choice. We'll hit him with this really strong. Oh my gosh, Donphan, calm down. Said get out of here, did not care. There's a Mamoswine. I'm actually just going to go for the Ice Shard here just so I can break any potential sashes it might have. Ah, fuck, I forgot about Psychic Terrain, but it's the last turn of it. So we got really lucky there. Oh my gosh. We definitely don't live in Icicle Crash. At least not from here. We'll find out if he's Life Orb though. Yes, he is not Life Orb. So I have to hope that Psychic kills. Pretty much. And in actuality, I have to go for Psychic because I'm pretty sure an Earthquake will knock us out, but he does have the Bisharp. So this is like a 50-50 here. What do I do? I'm gonna go for Moonblast. I really think Bisharp should be switching in here. So he actually decides to keep it in. Earthquake doesn't knock us out, but he can't go for Ice Shard or Sucker Punch. This is why Tapu Lele is so good. So we actually lived the Earthquake, and I didn't think we were going to, because Tapu Lele's defense isn't like the best. But we can go for the Moonblast, and he should know that Sucker Punch will knock us out, so he should just go for Iron Head or something. And I'm pretty sure last Mon Exeggutor should be able to pick up the win. No! No! Why? The one time. That's insanity. Are you serious? Come on. That's so whack. Why? That has literally never happened to me before. Literally never happened to me. That's actually crazy. And he gets a crit to boot. Alright. We'll find another one. That makes me mad. I'm pretty positive Knockoff wouldn't have knocked us out, and we could have just gone for Flamethrower. But of course we get the special attack drop. So we've got 2 losses so far with the Alolan Exeggutor, but let's hope that we can pick up a W here. And just based on how, you know, offensive this team is, I don't think this is going to be the time. So what I'm going to do here is lead off with, I think Marowak's fine. Or maybe even Celesteela. Or Donphan. All of them are actually pretty good choices. Yeah, we'll lead off with Donphan. He's going to lead Greninja, so that's like the worst thing that could have been led off with. I'm going to go for the Earthquake though, because we do have our Sturdy. He goes for the Pump. Ooh, we bring it on the 5%, meaning he has to go for the Water Shuriken here if he has it. He should though. So we're actually going to be able to knock out Greninja early. That's beautiful. That's great for us. We are really weak to rocks, and we just lost our spinner though, but that's worth it in all honesty, because we didn't really have a good switch into Greninja barring Celesteela, but not having Roost or any sort of recovery means that we're not going to be able to really capitalize on anything by doing that. So here I'm just going to again get a little bit of damage off on the Tapu Koko and go for the Ice Shard. 18%, not bad. So he's definitely got HP Ice on that. I mean, I can bring out Marowak and get my rocks up though. I could alternatively just go for Fire Punch and essentially deal some good damage, or Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to get my rocks up though, because that's really important. He's going to get his own rocks up. So I'm going to go hard in his art here, because this is the only thing on his team that could have rocks, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be like Rocky Helmet or something like that. He goes for his rocks as I thought he would, and I will go right for a Fire Blast in the Sun. If he does go out in Latios, he'll get 2-hit KO by that. He'll get 2-hit. I'm stuttering so badly today. He'll get 2-hit KO by that, and I'm pretty sure we live a Draco Meteor even if it's Life Orb, because we do get a pretty big Spidef Spadef boost. I need to talk correctly. I need to think before I speak. There we go. Goodbye. Yeah, we're not living a Thunderbolt at all. Crap, Marowak has so much pressure put on it though because of the and I want to keep this because it's really good. Although Genesect's probably Scarf, but we really need a good way to beat. Well, we have Scarf. That thing. We'll go on a Marowak because it's not really doing anything besides this. If he goes for the U-turn, good play. He pulls a double out in the Latios though. We are Spadef. I don't know if we're gonna go down to a. I don't know if we go down to a Draco Meteor. We don't have that much HP, so we probably will. He goes for Trick. So we get a Choice Scarf. That doesn't do too terribly much damage. And he can probably just go into Mungus now. But unless he chooses a Defog here, beautiful. So we get rid of Latios. I'm fine with that trade. We got that clean 190 speed. Clean 190 speed. This is a really, like, I don't really think this was a good play on his part. I think he should have probably gone into a Mungus and Blaze Kick. Oh, so he's banded. Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna bring Zard back out, I think, because generally people don't run offensive Genesect unless it's banded. So I'm just gonna go right for another Fire Blast here. Yep, he was definitely banded. Nice. We did lose our only switch in the Tapu Koko though, but we do have the Scarf Tapu Lele, and we should be able to pick up the win from there. I'm gonna have to sack this though. Well, I'll have one after I come in on rocks again, so I can honestly go into. He has HP Ice. I really want Alolan Exeggutor to do something, but it doesn't. Like it's so hard to bring in, and by the time it does come in, like obviously I would have been able to knock out Bisharp if I hadn't gotten the drop with Moonblast, but it's really slow and its defenses aren't that great, so it's hard to like make use of it unless it's on a Trick Room team. Definitely expecting the electric move to come in. But him being banded means that he probably has E-Speed, which has a ridiculous amount of damage. Like, actually ridiculous. We'll just sack Eggy here. Zap Plate. He goes for the Thunderbolt. He does have the HP Ice, though we saw that earlier. I'll just go for a Flamethrower in the sun, I guess. Yep, that knocks us out. Poor Exeggutor. We'll go into Tapu Lele now. Get rid of this electric terrain and just go hard for a... In all honesty, I'll probably just go for a Hidden Power Fire. And now Psychic will still do a lot, even to Genesect. So basically what we have to do is... I don't know, because I'm pretty sure a Banded Blaze Kick, if he gets the attack boost, will still beat Celesteela. That'll probably knock it out. But we have the Flamethrower, so I don't know. If we stay at full health, we might be able to pull this through. I almost clicked Hidden Power Fire, man. Well, you guys saw that I almost clicked Hidden Power Fire. So I'm expecting an E-Speed here. If he got the attack boost, we're definitely going to go down to that. But that means I can bring in Celesteela and go for a Flamethrower and or Hidden... No, I need to keep this healthy. I think I sacked Zard here. Yep, he does go for the E-Speed. So now what we do is bring in Celesteela. Go for the Heavy Slam. Or Earthquake. Or Flamethrower, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, if he lets us go down, then Tapu Lele wins anyway. Beautiful. That did way more than I thought it would. Wow. I guess Genesect is pretty light, though. We'll go for the Heavy Slam one more time, and if he does choose to bring this thing in, or if this leaves, he dies to rocks. If this thing comes in, then he's going to, I think, go down to the Heavy Slam. But see, this is what I meant, like, it's really hard to, like, have passion to do lives, because things like Genesect and Tapu Koko are everywhere, so I can't even really be creative and use mons like Alolan Exeggutor, because I still end up having to use Alolan Marowak, Celesteela, Tapu Lele to, like, really do anything against these teams, so it's just pretty frustrating in all honesty. Thunderbolt does knock us out, but we unless he's no, he's Zap Plate, we know that already. We'll bring in the Tapu Lele and just go for a Psychic, and that will be GG. So we're only gonna unfortunately get one win, and Exeggutor literally didn't even get to get any attacks off. But well, maybe he got the Draco Meteor off. I don't remember. That might have been when I was testing it. But regardless, until the meta really settles and we have like actual tiers, it's going to be kind of difficult to use a lot of these mons. But I just want to like kind of throw them on teams and just see if they can work, show you guys what they can do. But we really need to get like solid tierings done. Like that's the #1 thing I want for the game right now, is to not have this just open Gen 7 OU. I really want some tiers, so we can just get into like NU, RU. Like I really want to see what the like lower metas are going to be like, because that's going to be so fun to get into. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did. Thank you guys so much for all the support we're getting. I'm almost done with Moon, so someone will be notified when they're going to get that. I still have to go through the battle tree and whatnot and catch all the Tapus, but yeah, so yeah, y'all have a great day. Peace.